What's up, everybody? It's Novelty, back at it today. I am currently grounding on my grounding mat. Just try something different today. It's going to be more of a relaxed conversation. I don't really have anything planned. I just wanted to talk to you guys about some just random stuff. So I got a grounding mat. Basically, the idea is it's like the 2017 way of sitting out on the grass and reconnecting with the earth. Because a lot of people live in apartments and are surrounded by concrete. They live in a concrete jungle. It's not easy to just find some grassy area. And unfortunately, we have to resort to using these cords that plug into the wall and ground us to the earth that way. But it's better than nothing, what I figure, So that's what I'm doing, and we'll see if it makes a difference. I guess the real test will be seeing how I feel when I sleep and when I wake up in the morning. If it makes a difference, I'll definitely let you guys know. If you're not familiar with earthing or grounding, look it up. There's a lot of information online about it. It's been a while since I've talked to you guys. I've been super busy. I just wanted to plug a couple of things. I am freelancing, offering my services as a digital media technology savant. I offer a variety of things: video editing, audio editing, graphics, motion graphics. I can help revamp your logo or your just overall branding. Currently helping out a couple of people. You can see some examples of my work. Check out my portfolio. Also, check out my buddy Igor. Check out his site. I helped him with some photography for that. I'm proficient in Photoshop. And set this up here. The good thing about me is I'm good with both Adobe products, all Adobe products, and Apple products. So I'm versatile. I think I'm better with Apple, but I am learning Adobe. And once you know one software, whether it be a digital audio workstation or some kind of video editing software, in my opinion, you can pretty much pick up on all of them because they are very similar. And in this day and age, the software is very user friendly. So it's a good thing to know all of them because you never know what the client might need. So I am for hire. If we're talking about a large project, we will discuss the price. I use PayPal. Otherwise, if it's something small, I probably won't charge you. If it takes like less than an hour, depending on what it is, I will charge for if you don't like it, I won't charge you. But usually if it takes a significant amount of my time, I will charge because I have a lot going on and I'm busy. But just let me know. Let me know what you need. Get in contact with me. All of my information is in the description box below the video. I got some good things coming. I just finished a new beat. Check that out. And I will have an interesting video coming out soon. I won't tell you too much about it, but basically it's about this guy that works at Subway, and he wakes up late for work, and it's about him getting to work on time. And that's all I'm going to say. It sounds really basic, but just check it out. I had a lot of fun making it, and I thought it was really funny to make, so I hope you guys like it. That should be out Tuesday, so look for that. Tuesday, I think that's the 7th, so Neptune energy on the 7th. As you guys know, number 1 is ruled by the Sun, or Leo. 2 is ruled by the Moon, or Cancer. 3 is ruled by Jupiter, or Sagittarius. 4 is Uranus, or Aquarius. 5, which is today, that's ruled by Mercury, the negative side of Virgo and the positive side of Gemini. Currently, the moon is in Gemini. 6 is ruled by Venus, which is Taurus or Libra. Positive side Libra, negative side Taurus. Just a side note here, the moon is entering Cancer tomorrow at 5:54 a.m. Right now, the sun is in Pisces, the moon is in Gemini. 7 is ruled by Neptune or Pisces, which the sun is currently in. That's why some of you may feel like you're in a fog or a dream state. And 8 is ruled by Saturn, or the positive side of Aquarius, negative Capricorn. And last but not least, 9 is Mars, or Aries, and Scorpio. So, I think that covers it all. There is no 0 in numerology. It's just 1 through 9. So if you take, for example, the number 190, that would reduce down to 1 plus 9 equals 10, and then 1 plus 0 is 1. So the number 190 would reduce down to just the number 1 in numerology. So, what else do I have to say? It's about first quarter phase of the moon. So, for people who are ruled by the moon, like me, you're feeling like you're starting to come back to life. For me, when I feel the most like energized and fully myself and like just totally like firing on all cylinders is when there's a full moon. When there's a new moon, I feel very almost uncomfortable or annoyed by things or irritated, and it feels like I'm just like really groggy and it's hard to get going. And the moon, like the more of the moon you can see in the sky for people who are ruled by the moon, the more life you'll see within them. I feel like I could be totally wrong, but that's how it feels for me sometimes. It could be entirely in my head, but that's just how I feel. I'm drinking coffee. I don't drink coffee every day, but it's something that I like to treat myself with. And I've just been kind of celebrating because I'm feeling good about life. I'm actually my own boss right now, and I'm you know, doing things for people, helping people out, using my skills, and it's like I have my own business. So, and that's the goal, is to not have to work for a company. Working for a client is totally different, and you could argue that, freelancing is like whoever you're working for, that's your boss, and I understand that in a way, but I don't see it that way because I'm not technically employed by a company. I don't mean that in any disrespectful way toward any of my clients. I respect all of my clients, and I will do the work that I am being paid for, and I will do it well. And I respect my clients. I'm just saying it's how you want to look at it. I'm not employed by a corporation like Starbucks where they pretty much own my soul. I'm just kind of helping people out. I'm not a slave to a company. Okay? So I don't want any of my clients to take that the wrong way. I'm just saying that I would rather work for the people instead of work for a giant company, if that makes sense. So it feels good, to offer my services and see my work out there, helping people out, and meanwhile making a living off of it. That's my dream. I don't want to be rich. I don't care, as long as I have enough and I'm doing something I love to do. And right now, what I'm doing, it doesn't feel like work. It's just a lifestyle for me. And the fact that I can help people out and also be able to pay the bills, that's all I could ever ask for. So if you do decide to use my services, just know that I'm a down-to-earth guy. I'm not gonna be hard to work with by any means. I'm a fair person. All I ask is for the same in return, really, So, please let me know if you need anything done. It's a nice day out today. There's still a little bit of snow here in Wisconsin. So the reason I talk about the astrology is because I feel like a lot of problems that happen with people in the world is from a lack of understanding of astrology, what's happening in the universe, and also a lack of understanding about themselves. Because as above, so below. The marriages that work out are with people who are compatible. The reason for people getting divorces, picking the wrong career, I think it has a lot to do with them not understanding themselves, which also is them not understanding their astrology and their natal chart. I'm not an expert on this by any means, but I do know, I would say I would know a little bit more than just the basics. So if you're interested, I can look over your natal chart for you, or if you just tell me you need to know the day you were born, the exact time you were born. If you don't know that, ask your mom, or if she doesn't know, I'm not really exactly sure how to find that out. Maybe you could call the hospital or something where you were born. And then you need to know the exact location, or like the hospital you were born at. If you know those three things, then you can find out where the sun, the moon, and all the other star constellations and formations, the asteroids. You can find out your midheaven, your ascendant, your east point, all these things. I know some of you don't understand what I'm talking about, but once you understand your natal chart and you kind of find these things out, it takes time and looking at it and just understanding it, you will find out more and more about yourself, and it's something you should find out sooner than later, because when you start connecting these things into your life and seeing things play out, when you start being mindful of the current position of the sun, the moon, and certain planets on a day-by-day basis, it can help you kind of channel your energy in certain ways that will benefit you. And it'll also keep you from being like completely surprised or hit over the head with certain events that happen, or it kind of helps you channel your emotions in a productive way. So for example, yesterday Venus went into retrograde. Retrograde is when a planet starts moving the opposite direction. And this happens every so often. It's different for each planet, but every planet goes into retrograde. Mercury is basically, the closer the planet is to the sun, the more frequently it goes into retrograde. Pluto only goes into retrograde every I think it's every like 15 years, and Mercury will go into retrograde like at least twice a year. So when Mercury goes into retrograde, people have a problem with communication, because Mercury is the planet that rules communication. Or it's not that you have a problem with it, it's just, it's not direct. They might find it hard to express certain emotions, or they might have more brain farts, as people call it. So when Venus is the planet of love and material possessions, so people might have not necessarily. I don't want to make it sound like it's all entirely a bad thing, because you can learn a lot during a retrograde about yourself. It's a time for reflection. It's a time for kind of taking a step back and just observing, not doing too much. It's kind of like a timeout for that area of life. So if you're having problems with like a relationship or your love life, and Venus is retrograde, don't be actively trying to pursue a new relationship. Just kind of focus inward and focus on what a relationship means to you. What do you want to get out of love? What do you want out of a partner? And then when Mercury goes direct, everything that you kind of thought of while it was retrograde will help you to like actively put that into your life. So I hope everyone has a great week. Definitely get in contact with me if you need any work done. I'm definitely going to put the video. This is a production that I made by myself. It's starring me, and it was written by me. It was directed, music by me, the music bed, soundtrack, editing, everything by me. the Subway. I'll give you the name of it. It's called Sandwich Savior. So check that out on the 7th. It will March 7th. I will upload that on my YouTube. Peace and love to all, and good health to all. I got if you haven't seen my juicer demo, I got an ACOC juicer. It's a newer company from somewhere in Asia, I forget where, but it's a great cold press juicer. I've been using it the last couple of days, and it is a champ. I will juice pounds of produce, and it's no problem. It's super easy, and I'm gonna be making more videos about juicing, and I might even start selling some cold pressed juice. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet, but it's in the works. So, all right. Everybody have a great day. This is Novelty. Peace and love.